Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for October the 2nd. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and then I'll pull one card for each sign, and we'll look at how those energies play out together. I think we have a whole lot of energy going on today. Key energy here is balance with that Temperance card. Can be talking about balance, can also talk about being sober, can also talk about being patient. With all that energy coming out, I would say probably being patient is going to be a theme today, but we'll see what actually shows up as we look at each individual signs card as well. There is definitely a lot of energy moving around today because I should be done shuffling by now, and I am not. All right, here we go. Now we're ready. Okay, we're going to start with Aries as usual. So Aries comes up with the Knight of Swords. So basically, Aries, the first thing that I'm picking up on here is that there's somebody in your sphere of influence who is making some type of rash decision. They think they're making a really good decision. They're trying to stand up for or defend something that, is important to them. The problem is that they have made this decision without getting all the information. And so patience is going to be important when you're dealing with this person because they do have the best of intentions. They just have not handled things as well as they could have without having the full information. So patience in interacting with this person is going to be pivotal. Next up, we're looking at Taurus. Another knight. The Knight of Wands. Okay, so Taurus, I feel like you may be tempted today to really take some major action and move things forward in some area of your life very quickly, very quickly. And with this in the overall energy as Temperance, it might be good to just hold back and just sort of wait for some of the energy to settle out before you start taking action to move forward. Okay. Then we have Gemini. Five of Swords showing up in reverse. Geminis, I think you're being called upon to be the peacemaker today, which just means you're either going to be in a situation where there's some kind of argument or debate or fight, and you're going to be the one that says, look, enough of this, I don't want to fight. Or you're going to be the person who is in the middle of two parties who are having a really hard time getting along. With the Temperance card and the overall energy, it's going to take some patience to kind of untangle these knots and work through this and get it to an actual peaceful situation. Next up, we're looking at Cancers. Bum, ba, da, da. Devil card showing up. For some of you, you're going to be interacting literally with a Capricorn, and you're going to need to be very patient with that person or someone who has Capricorn strongly in their chart. It doesn't have to be their sun sign. But a lot of patience in dealing with this person. For others of you, this is some toxic behavior that I think in some cases you're trying to unravel in yourselves. In other cases, this is toxic behavior that you're trying to learn how to, somebody else has, that you're trying to learn how to interact with them in a more healthy way. Either way, whether it's your own toxic behavior or somebody else's toxic behavior, with Temperance showing up overall, this is saying that, figuring out how to deal with this and getting completely on top of this is a little bit of a process and it could take some time. For others of you, this could literally talk about the idea of overcoming some type of addiction, especially alcohol, because of the liquid in the cauldron there for the Temperance card. All right, so that was, who was that? That was Cancers? Okay. Next up, we're going to look at Leo. Okay, so Leos, you guys have the Star card showing up here. We like this. This basically says that you have some kind of dream or some kind of hope. With the Temperance card, it just says that you want to be patient. That dream or that hope is coming in, but you have to be patient. It's not coming in when you stomp your feet. It's coming in the perfect timing for you. All right, so as in for your highest and best good, not maybe by your time clock. All right, now let's see, who was that? That was Leo. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Virgo, Eight of Pentacles. This just talks about work, doing work. Whether this is working for somebody else, doing work around the house, doing some type of volunteer work, whatever the work is that you're doing, patience is important. No haste, no waste. That's what I've always heard. So take your time, do it right. If there are certain things that you have to wait for them gracefully. All right, but either way, you want to have some patience with the work that you're doing. Okay, or if you're learning something with yourself as you're learning that. So let's see, that was who? That was Virgo. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Okay, Libra's Ten of Swords showing up in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse just says that there's an old situation that lasted for a while that caused some stress or some tension that we thought was over. And now it is showing back up with this Temperance in the overall card. It just says, you know, don't rush through trying to put this thing back to bed again. You know, really make sure that this is a situation or an argument that is really hashed out and where there's a resolution that everybody can live with before this is put back to bed. Otherwise, it's going to show back up again. All right. For Scorpios, what do we have? Judgment card. Judgment card talks about bringing something off the back burner, a situation, an activity, something that we haven't done for a while, that we are now doing again. And with that Temperance card, it just talks about the idea of being patient as we bring that off the back burner and start putting energy and effort into that again. Recognize that it might take a little bit to get the momentum going before it's really rolling good, and know that that's okay. That's just part of the process. All right, so that's for Scorpio. It is moving forward either way with that Judgment card coming in right side up. Sagittarius. Page of Wands showing up in reverse for those of us with Sagittarius placements, which actually is everybody. If you know your ascendant, you know your house system. So Page of Wands showing up in reverse. You've got somebody who you have a really good idea, or at least it seems to you like you have a really good idea that you want to move forward with, you feel really good about, energetic about, and it takes somebody else either helping or giving the go-ahead in some way. And with this Page of Wands, we see them coming back and saying, no, I don't think so. I don't want to put energy or effort into that. Whether that's financial or time or whatever, they just don't want to give the go ahead for this. They don't want to have any part of it, basically. So with the Temperance card coming up overall, it's important to be patient. So with this, there's a couple of ways that this could be. For some of you, it's important to be patient and recognize that this person will come around over time if you give them a little bit of space and you're not all up in their face. Now, for others of you, the Temperance card is saying be patient. Just because this person didn't want to move forward with it doesn't mean somebody won't. But you need to be patient and let that other person come in. Okay? So that's Sagittarius. Next up, we're looking at Capricorns. Capricorns, Three of Pentacles just means that maybe we were hoping to collaborate with somebody today, but that collaboration is not actually happening. Maybe the other person can't meet us halfway. And so it's important to be patient. With Temperance coming up, actually, that's kind of a hopeful card for me in situations like this, because it basically says that, you know, this collaboration is still going to happen. It's just not going to happen when we thought it would. So we just need to be patient and let it come in its own timing. All right, so that's for Capricorn. Next up, we're going to look at Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, Five of Wands showing up here. this is just telling me that you may be feeling a little bit unfocused today. Your energy may be scattered. You may be trying to do, you know, this thing, that thing, and the other, putting out fires all over the place and not really getting to the things that you had hoped to get to today. With the temperance coming up overall, be patient with yourself. Just recognize that this is just one day. You'll have a second shot at it all tomorrow. And it's not like you're not getting things done. I feel like you're actually accomplishing quite a few things. It's just not the things that were on your to-do list. Okay, so that was Aquarius. Next up, we're looking at Pisces. Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, we've got the Ace of Swords showing up here. Ace of Swords. Bum, ba, da, da. Pisces, I think you get in a new epiphany or a new understanding today. And when the Ace of Swords comes up like this for me, this talks about kind of that light bulb moment where the light bulb in the cartoons always go off across above the character's head. You know, oh my gosh, what a great idea, what a great understanding. In this case, I see it more as an understanding, but having kind of a light bulb moment where there's something that you understand that you did not understand this well before, if you understood it at all. And now, not only does that provide clarity on a very particular situation that you've been thinking about, but it also makes a lot of puzzle pieces fit in other parts of your life as well. So really nice epiphany coming in. With the temperance coming in, I feel like you guys may be, you know, kind of slowing down. Some of you may be meditating for this epiphany to actually come in. Some of you may just be slowing down, trying, you know, not trying to just run as hard as you can to get things accomplished, but taking some time through some things, maybe even taking some time to take care of yourself, maybe when this new understanding comes in. So I think with that temperance card, I think, you know, this is not something coming in from an ayahuasca or a shroom experience. This is something coming in a much more natural, sober type of way. And, you know, really good, usable understanding of something in your life. Okay. So that's what I've got for all of you who are my wonderful sponsors. Thank you for putting a thumbs up on this video. Since you are my sponsors, I am hoping that you'll help me in that way. Put comments down below, leave me some feedback, and also share this video around. Thanks, guys. Everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.